Yo, what up? How's it going? And welcome back for another video. Today's video we are doing IG versus Top Esports, the World Qualifiers. This is the final round of the tournament, and this is game number 2. So let's just get right into the draft. All right, here we are at the draft. In game number 1, it was really cool to see the draft priority for the LPL teams. I know I don't watch LPL a whole lot, but the one thing I do know is that they prioritize 80 carry picks super highly. So really interesting if some of the draft priorities change here. But let's just look at it. So both of the bans are the exact same, I believe. No way a colleague gets thrown this series, I would imagine. Cyrus gets banned out. Okay, pretty standard stuff so far. It's really interesting where the first picks come. Renekton is a really huge pick early in the draft as well. I think Renekton is great early in the draft. He's the best weak side top laner probably in the game. That you can actually blind pick, like best blind pickable top laner in the game. All right, Gragas is banned out. All these bans are the same, I think, so far. Last time we had a Volibear ban here, and that was just so that they, that was just the bait top into banning Yuumi or just giving them Yuumi. Volibear is a Yuumi counter. They actually ban out the Yuumi themselves. So actually ban out Yuumi on blue side. That's pretty interesting. Normally you don't ban Yuumi on blue side because you just take it. Normally you just leave it open. That's really interesting. So it doesn't seem like they're willing to actually take the Yuumi. It did look like before they were baiting. Interesting. That's weird because in game number 1 it looked like they were baiting the enemy team into banning Yuumi by banning the Volibear. But the only time you pick the Volibear is so that you counter Yuumi. I mean, sometimes you can just pick Volibear as a kill bottom lane, so it's really interesting. So it does just kind of suggest that IG is just not really willing to play Yuumi in the first place. All right, and the Kiana was banned there because they didn't have to ban Yuumi because IG banned it. All right, and they do first pick Kai'Sa. That's what I'm saying, man. Teams in the LPL will first pick Kai'Sa. It's pretty crazy. Rather than first picking like because I don't know if Kai'Sa is the best blind. I mean, they just prioritize it so much, or not the best blind pick, but the best blue side first pick because you just trade with Kai'Sa or trade with Xayah. I mean, right? There's a lot of good 80 carries, so that's why it's. But IG or not IG, just LPL teams prioritize it so hard because they have so many chaotic fights where Kai'Sa is just so good in. All right, they're not going to take the Rakan here. They're just going to take a Xayah Corki, actually. So great blind pick champion. So I'd imagine top is going to look for a counter pick in the top lane again. So let's see where that goes. Hey, might just pick LeBlanc. Nope. So Nautilus is the most common pairing with Kai'Sa. You just have some big synergies. Also, Nautilus is decent into Rakan if they actually do end up just giving over the Xayah Rakan. Does have a decent matchup into Rakan. You can just dredge line him out of his W. Or catch him when he's trying to go back to his Xayah. So yeah, so actually a decent matchup. Okay, we have the Taliyah locked in. I don't know if Taliyah is a flex pick on IG. I would imagine it's a flex pick between jungle and mid. Does have a fine matchup into Corki. Can get the lane push after first back and look for roam plays, which is a style that Rookie's shown he's willing to play. So if that's a mid lane pick, then I'm fine with that. You can affect the map a little bit earlier than the Corki can, but the Corki's also decent at affecting the map. So he's also a very good one-item champion. But that may just be a jungle pick. Who knows? Also has really good setup with the Nautilus, so if Nautilus just puts the ultimate on, then it gives you the knock up if you're in range. You can just double knock them up. Would be really cool if they went for Yasuo. That'd be fun. You have Taliyah jungle, Yasuo mid. Then it gives you the AP damage that you need. That would be really interesting. Renekton's banned right here, so they don't want to give a safe matchup for IG. Because if they pick, for example, if they pick their jungler right here, which they might, then IG can just pick Renekton if they want, just to make sure they don't get counterpicked, because Renekton is so hard to counterpick. So since the Renekton's banned, let's see what comes out here. They could just save. They could pick a safe top laner, like let's say a Gangplank's still open. They could still pick their blind pick top laner and then get a counter pick for into the jungle matchup because Olaf is still up. Olaf is good into. So yeah, but they actually are just going to pick their jungler. Okay. Nocturne. Interesting. No LPL teams do like Nocturne. And IG are so willing to blind pick Aatrox into a losing matchup because the Shy is so good at looking for those team fights. So they're willing to just play weak side, top side. All right, now everything is going to be revealed. All right, that is a Taliyah mid. Okay. Neat. Alrighty. And a Kennen top again. Alright, let's get the picks moved around, and then we'll see what we're going to do with them. Okay, everybody's in the right spot. Okay, cool. Let's look at these drafts. Let's look at win conditions and how this went. So this draft went pretty normal. Nothing too crazy happened in the draft. So let's look at IG's composition. So they do have a weak side top lane again. The Kennen just can have free reign of the lane. Okay, so that's a weak side for them. Bottom side, that's also kind of a negative priority lane. The Xayah Rakan does not have a lot of actual kill threat onto the Kai'Sa and Nautilus, but should be able to have kind of control of the wave management if they want to. So it is a losing matchup, but also not. It's really kind of a neutral matchup because neither side's going to have a lot of kill threat, and it's really just about the jungle setup. So Nautilus offers a lot of gank setup. Xayah Rakan offer a lot of gank setup for the Nocturne. So there we go. Taliyah, we have Taliyah here. So Taliyah versus the Corki matchup. So it's a good matchup for Taliyah. It's fine for Corki. There's no kill threat on the Corki except for by the jungler. So there's not a lot of kill threat on the Corki. With the Taliyah, you can usually affect the map a little bit earlier than the Corki can. Once you get on your first back, you can just full clear the minion wave. And then your level 6 is up and you go and make a big play, whereas the package comes up at around similar times. But Taliyah is much better early on in the game, so look for Taliyah to actually affect the map a little bit better. So Taliyah also has really, really good gank setup with the Rek'Sai. When you look at Rek'Sai is like a straight level 3 jungler, just hard early game jungler, goes hard in the paint, and IG utilize Rek'Sai pretty well, can actually utilize Rek'Sai decently into the late game. But Rek'Sai has a lot of gank setup. You can imagine it'll be very difficult to make a play topside. Kennen in this matchup on 369, he's been playing the matchup very, very well, staying out of range, while also harassing and getting his Klepto stacks up. So I would imagine it would be pretty difficult to actually catch 369 in the top lane, catch the Kennen in the top lane, unless he actually makes a mistake. But you do have great gank setup at mid and bottom, so it would be very interesting to see the picture on there. Whereas Nocturne's mostly level 6 jungler, and this is one of the matchups where Nocturne wins a lot of the skirmishing matchups in the early game, but this is one that would be a lot more difficult to win against the Rek'Sai. The Rek'Sai actually can. This is actually one of the matchups where Nocturne can't brawl as effectively. Normally, Nocturne, he's a level 6 jungler, but if he catches you in the streets, then you have to worry about the Nocturne. But Rek'Sai is the ultimate catching in the streets champion. So positive matchup in the early game for the Rek'Sai. So really, for IG, they're going to be looking to make plays around mid, make plays around bottom. They have such good gank setup that maybe if the Rek'Sai doesn't get some plays going earlier, that once Rookie's enabled, then they can make plays around the map with the Rek'Sai, with the Taliyah, and just kind of roam to whichever lane you want to. If you get a good collapse on top lane, get a good collapse and dive on bottom lane, then you can look for those types of plays. So it's really about what the in the early game, what the Rek'Sai can get done, and then once Rookie's unleashed, what type of plays they make together and which sides of the map. And it is somewhat difficult for top esports comp to break against that. So for example, Xayah, if her flash is down, you can't actually ult over the Taliyah wall, you can't ult over terrain. So if you get a good collapse once her flash is down, it's very difficult. It is difficult to catch out the Rakan, but if you can get the flashes down from the Xayah early, so let's say the Rek'Sai goes down to the bottom lane, they get the flash off of Xayah, then he can just make a repeat gank with the Talia once she has her level 6. So be really interesting. They have a lot of tools in the early game to actually control around the map. It'll be interesting where they go on the map. So yeah, that's going to be fun to see. Rek'Sai has a good matchup into Xayah as well. It's a good champion in Xayah. You just get on top of the Xayah. Normally Xayah is very good at dive champions, but you can just ult when the feathers are coming in. So it's pretty neat. And then on top esports, they have great gank set up for the Nocturne on bottom side. You would have to imagine once he gets level 6, he's just going to be chain ulting bottom side. Unless the Kennen matchup is really punishing and you can get dives on top side. And actually just set the Shy so far behind and then just TP your Kennen into bot lane fights. I do actually really like IG's comp in this game. I think they have a lot more tools in the early game. I really think there's so much about, especially high-level teams, I say this all the time, but there's so much about high-level teams is the team that has the tools to win the game in the early game, a lot of times are really set up for success. If it's both high-level teams and you give the keys to someone else, and I really think IG really have the keys in this game to make all the good plays in the first like 9 minutes of the game. They really have all the tools to get big leads in the early game. I think are in IG's hands. So Top Esports definitely has stuff. Once the Nocturne gets unleashed, it'll be really interesting what happens with that. But I do actually like IG's composition. In the later game, it does fine as well. IG is actually very good at utilizing Rek'Sai in the late game, which you normally wouldn't think that as a late game champion. But I do really favor IG's composition in this game. But, you know, it really just comes down to execution. So let's watch the game. Let's do it. Alrighty. Both teams have really decent ways to cover the side wins as well. Corki, Kennen, Aatrox, Toya. In the LPL, they pick a lot of teamfight compositions where, you know, I just got done doing a lot of series where people were utilizing 1-3-1. Like I was watching D2 Fnatic doing 1-3-1. I was watching Clutch Gaming versus TSM. It was Clutch Gaming was getting the good 1-3-1 compositions. That was so big in the series. But this series is so big, or in LPL, it's just a big deal about team fighting a lot of the times. So really big team fighting teams. Okay. All right, Rek'Sai is going to start top side. That's an interesting queer. Would imagine have to do wolves then red. You'll have to actually do another camp before you can get level 3. The only 3 camps you can do to go level 3, unless they change something, is normally the Krug's clear. And Nocturne just did, what item did he start? Okay, yeah, so he started Machete. So he just did buff, and then probably full query towards top side. This may also be doing this queer on Rek'Sai. Yeah, he is level 2. So doing this queer on Rek'Sai, so you can be predictively on the side of the map that you think the Nocturne's going to be on. If the Nocturne actually wants to just queer and then get this buff around here, whereas you might just think the Rek'Sai might just do full queer towards top side. That might be the idea here. Okay, Flash is already down on the Xayah. Flash is down on Baowen, so they're looking for a fight here. Nice. 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 That's insane, bro. Let's see how this actually happens. So the reason why Nautilus is good into Rakan is it makes it very difficult for Rakan to actually play aggressive. Okay, so we didn't actually get to see the play. Oh, there was a level 1 play. Wow, I'm an idiot. Let's watch this. Oh, he just hits the dredge line through the minions. And got Xayah's heal. Wait, when did Baowen flash? Okay, he flashed off of the grand entrance. Okay. But Xayah still has flash. Where does she lose her flash at? Oh, wow, bro. Wow, they just got level 2 advantage, and they didn't respect it. Wow, that's so big. Now Rek'Sai can just cheat in there and flash knockup. Wow, that is so big. Wow, this is so big. Wow, just not respecting the Nautilus. Bobby big plays at the level 1 for Baowen. Jackalope has to be like, what the fuck are they doing? Wow, I need to move my camera. Jesus, what is wrong with me? Just really not respecting that. Watch this again. Sorry I didn't move my camera out of the way, but you get to see it now. Just not respecting the Nautilus when you don't have summoners. Yeah, and then this is what you do, right? She doesn't have summoners, literally just gonna flash knock up. And that's a death. Okay, this game might just be actually over. This is insane. Bot is so boom, dude. Bot is so boom. Wow, that's insane. All right, they're just trying to make a cross map play. Nice, solid play. Okay, at least you have a pressure point on the map as top, but that is so boom. And dude, an Infernal Drake is spawning. Oh man, IG is in such a good spot. They have a super aggressive jungler. Their bottom lane is up 2-0 on a Kaisa lane. He's able to itemize greedily. Get an early tier. Ugh, we'll have full prio in that lane now. Infernal's up. On the flip side, Nocturne's about to have his ultimate soon, but Rookie's about to have his ultimate, so and they still know Kaisa or Zaya's a flash timer because it's slightly longer than Valorant's flash timer. All right, gets a really good chunk on the Corki after he TP'd. Wow, Rookie took Ignite on. So yeah, that's surprising. But she's level 6 now, so welcome to the Terror Dome. Yeah, top is gonna have to play so defensively. And now Zaya knows she's alone, so she's gonna have to back from the tower. They're just gonna get some plates. And they might even just convert that into an Infernal. Oh man. Ugh. And now really, if they want to, wow, it's so early in the game. Wow, they're just gonna return that bottom lane back down there just to punish, right? Get more plates, maybe get some kills. At least Zaya's flash is up. If they can get Zaya's flash, then that just makes it free for Rookie to come down there to kill them again. It's so early in the game that it's like not even time to do a lane swap. Oh my. Alright, they are going to look for the cross map play. So this is what you have to do as top. There's no way they're going to get their bottom lane back in the game. It's so boom that they just have to try to find a pressure point top side. Okay, nice. But just think about this. You know, you're spreading your gold around in your team, but you just have a two kill Kaisa who already has a Muramana at 6.5 minutes out of Muramana. And they get the kill right there. Rookie gets a kill. Ay, ay, ay. They're just going to get big plates here. Bro, and if they get this tower, they'll just lane swap topside. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so they're slow taking this tower to deny minions. And now they take the tower. Once it's denied the full minion wave. Bro, and now they can just lane swap topside. Rift Herald's the next objective. Oh my gosh. This game's a massacre. I mean, top is making the correct responses by taking killing the Aatrox. But it is so boom. Ugh, tragedy. This game is so over, dude. Alright, now we're just gonna watch IG win the game. Oh wow. And the member you do have ahead is about to get killed. Oh wow, perfect juggling of aggro with their stopwatches. Oh, and the only members of the team that were ahead you just killed. You are giving some plates to Zaya, but it doesn't matter. Like you're giving Zaya some gold, but it's so much important just to snowball harder. Like if they're getting some stuff back, who cares? They're about to kill this, and then they're gonna go take Rift Herald, and then they're gonna take mid tower with that. They're gonna get all the plates, dude. This is so bad. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, they're just gonna go grab the Rift Herald. See how they're posturing. They might give over an Ocean Drake, but it does not matter. What's so much more valuable is just getting this tower mid. It might force top into just making a big, turret defense. It might be early enough in the game where that'll work, but top's gonna trade this because I know that they're gonna take Rift Herald. That's a correct play. It'll be really interesting if they actually go for a turret defense here. Zaya going bottom, so that somewhat suggests that they're not gonna mount it. Oh, they didn't get plate gold. What's wrong with them? The Shy didn't actually get plate gold. But they're just gonna get plate gold now. Okay. Since I see Zaya bottom, they're able to just force into this. I think maybe they didn't have vision of Zaya. Okay. Getting a little weird over here. Okay, top looking for a play. Yeah, kind of like what was IG doing in there? That's why that was like, yeah, get kind of weird. Kind of what were they gonna accomplish by being in there? That was pretty weird. That was an interesting decision. So they don't actually get any of those plates. They get a kill, but then they give over. The key thing is they didn't give over any of their shutdowns, but that was just kind of like, why are you here? Still in such a massive lead. Look, Zaya's on 2 items, and Kai'Sa's on 2 items, and Zaya. Okay, Zaya did just complete an item. Okay, cool. But got that tier so early that Merman is gonna be stacked out fast. Yeah, they can just have the run of the map. Next Dragon's Infernal. They're just gonna keep pressuring the map. They can maybe even get some more structures. If not, they're just gonna set up. They're just making setup around Infernal. They're gonna do setup around Infernal. There's enough time that we are gonna be in kind of a state of the game where there's probably not much happening. But hey, we're in the LPL. We look for fights. So let's see what happens here. Boom. Tragedy strikes on the Rift. Yeah. Yeah, either they just try to push down structures or just look for like little vision plays right there. Is what we're doing. Wow. And since they got those kills, they can maybe try to pressure the structure, but unlikely they actually get it. Okay. Alright, nice little catch outs. And that does actually mean they can get vision denial around the Infernal. But good response play, IG is just going to shove up the mid lane so that they can come in on one side. Okay, this fight is actually important here. They need to wait. Alright, so top is forcing right now because I know they have a numbers advantage. So IG need to play this a little bit slow, and then maybe can go in now. Okay, they got a good chunk onto the Rakan. Ooh, okay. Alright, they did get the Infernal. But now top is in a little bit of precarious position, but might be able to escape out this backside. They do not know where the rest of the team is, though. Okay, that's 2 for 0 so far. Ooh, big yikes. Yeah, it seems like top maybe could have just cheated out this side, but Aatrox flashed over the wall and denied them from escaping. Nice. They did lose the dragon, but they won the war, Be very, very, very difficult to see a way that top esports gets back in this game. Well, that's just a big mistake by IG. Ooh. And the Shy's Aatrox is so clean. Like, I always say Aatrox is so overrated, but unless you're like just such a clean Aatrox player. All right. Now we're probably if you're IG, probably just want to make a little bit of vision plays, but top is just gonna fight you back right now. Everybody's kind of A-ramming. I would like to see IG try to make some like vision plays. Like what I mean by vision plays is pushing into a spot, denying vision, and then getting kills around that spot. You know, based off of like where you think they're going to be rotating, like catching people out in rotation type of stuff. And then if you do that, you actually get Baron. It is so early in the game that it's hard to kill Baron, but you're at such a big advantage, and you have Azaya or Kaisa, oh my gosh, with so many items that it's very doable. Okay. Ooh, IG's really chunked here. A rookie goes for, oh my gosh, bro. It's like, why are we fighting? They get chunked and then they still go in. Like, why are we fighting? This is the LPL, baby. Oh, man. Why are we fighting there? Yeah, like what does IG have to gain from posturing like that? It's too early to Baron, unless you get unless you all get wiped. They get chunked and they're not like setting up correctly, and then you give over the Baron. Okay, all right. Let's look at IG. Okay, so the idea here is IG is positioning right here, so if they get a fight, they can just go right over to the Baron. So Nautilus is playing the long game, but the Shy is chunked right now. Now it is time to leave. It is time to leave. You got way too chunked. Oh my. But they walk back over this direction because they're like, nah, bro, we're going to fight. Rookie tries to zone some of them out, but he is denied vision by the Nocturne ultimate. And they can't see any of the enemies. And then Rookie goes for the hero play. It does actually chunk them out pretty well, but as soon as the Kaisa shows here, they're just going for the big combo play. Now Loken is not threatened anymore, and turns into a big team fight win. But it seems like once the Shy gets chunked out, you probably can't go for that play anymore. But Rookie was trying to get like the big, he was trying to get Zaya's ultimate there whenever he flashed, but he never got it. Okay. All right, IG look for response play. Actually did cut off some of the team here. Okay, had to use the Valkyrie aggressively, but they can't see him. Okay. As I said, IG does not let anybody siege them. They're just looking for a big fight again. And how is this game even happening still? After that bot lane, how is this game even happening still? All right, nothing really bad happens there. That was a good stall out, honestly. Like looking for that fight there, and then they just take the Ocean Drake. Because now this is a Baron power play that has gotten no structures, right? Maybe they've gotten one that I didn't see, but the Baron power play where nothing's happening. Dude, this game was like 14-5 a second ago. What is happening? Okay, now it's all about the next fight. Both teams just want to fight, man. Okay. Okay, so I'm so far not super satisfied with the gameplay. Like the team fights are really cool and awesome, but it seems like some decisions are lacking. Interesting. All right, now both teams are just trying to get control of the mid wave. There's not any objective up, so we're kind of in that lull state where maybe you get some fights around vision. So IG's pushing in to get some of the vision back in their jungle. The key thing is Kaisa is huge still. Kaisa is humongous. He's about to have a death cap. Does have a QSS just in case he gets ulted on by the Nocturne. where the Kennen are. So I think QSS is a good buy here. Rather than getting the Zanyas, I think QSS is probably better. All right. The other thing is that Corky is huge, though. Top is fully scaling. TOP. Okay. All right. They making a flash play onto the Nocturne. Does get the Nocturne ult out and the quickness. Okay. Aatrox does TP in. Rek'Sai's buying some time, but it doesn't look like he's just gonna die. All right. The Shy is in the fight. Let's see what happens. Okay. He flashes into nothing. Ricky does break up the fight a little bit. Okay. They're channeling them into this corridor. Let's see if anything can happen. Jackalip still has his ultimate. Ooh, he's going to get caught in that knockup. He QSS just for the movement speed. Ooh. He'd probably die if he took that. Like, probably would die too, the Corky. Alright, and now Top's going to get that because they want a team fight. They're just going to trade Infernal for it. It's like you get Baron, but I might be convinced that Infernal Drake might be better because both of these teams are just going to fight in just a second. I mean, I'm just kidding. I'm trolling when I say that. I mean, you get the bonuses from the the attack bonuses and stuff like that from the Baron, but like it's like it doesn't even feel that bad though that the enemy has the Baron. It's just they have the Baron, so if you lose the next fight, they can end the game. But it doesn't even feel that bad because you're just gonna fight anyways in just a second because neither team lets anybody siege. Wow, doing LPL games is so weird. LPL it's a region, man. All right. Okay. Now I should totally expect IG to look for like some big fight here. Okay, they actually throw in the wall to disengage the siege. The Shy's a little chunked. So we're going to get it back right here. And then now we're going to look for a fight, right? Or are they actually going to let them siege? Okay. This is fine. Maybe going to look for a fight here to protect the inhibitor. This is the inhibitor that Top Esports wants. The tower's already gone, so they can try to force for this. But it's going to get a little dicey. Alright, the Shy's looking for a flank. They really want to save this inhibitor from dying. Okay, the inhibitor goes down, and they go in for the fight. Okay, you don't have to go for a fight here. If IG lose this fight, they lose the game. Oh, wow. Nautilus is chunk. I really think you back out of the fight now, right? They used the quick. They didn't even use the quickness. Or no, it's still active. Right. Okay. So the engage tools for top are down, but they do have Kennen up still who can, it is darkness, right? Or it is paranoia right now, so he can sit behind this wall. And if they aggress too much, he can get a good ult off. Why did Rakan go back in there? Okay. Rakan did die, but he didn't have any of his kit up yet. Okay. Alright, Kennen is chunked. Alright, everybody's just gonna disengage. Fully oh my god! Alright, what just happened there? Does look like both teams are disengaging. He does get that on. Okay, this is just a Bobby big play. Is he gonna get the shutdown? Yeah, he gets that big money shutdown. Oh wow. And then there's the end. Oh no. Tragedy strikes on the Rift. Alright, they really need to clear out these supers. Alright, yeah, so the Shy has to go for this play now. It ends up working out. Nice. Okay, that was pretty insane. Oh my. They do get the Kennen teleport at least. Kaboom! Wow. Wow. Okay, now that a bunch of stuff has happened, still look at the play. Overall, Top got what they came for. They got the bottom inhib. Next Drake is a Cloud Drake, so they IG doesn't have to fight for that, so that's good for them. Good RNG. All right, and now that triggers an Elder Spawn. So now there's going to be 2 epic objectives, but not up at the same time. So top has priority on the Baron. Definitely, this seems like IG has to fight for this Baron. So this is going to be the game-deciding fight coming up right here. The package is up. It's loaded. It's ready to go. Let's see what happens. This is the Shy. He has to catch these bottom lanes. All right. Yeah, IG have to fight for this. Or this game is very likely to be over. Okay. Trying to split off the Kennen. The Kennen does have flash. Paranoia happens. Oh man, you can already see what's about to happen. Right, Kennen gets that big ult. Rookie's already caught in there. Aatrox is TPing onto. Oh no. Alright, now it's up to the Shy. Okay. 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 Oh man. Oh. Wow, dude, that's insane. Oh my gosh. I mean that death doesn't matter. Wait, maybe he can end. No, their X side's up. Yeah, that last bit fight at the end doesn't really matter that much. Doesn't mean anything. Can he solo Baron? I don't think so. I don't think he needs BT to solo Baron. Oh, but Corki had TP. Okay, so that death does actually mean Baron. Okay. I didn't realize Corki had TP. Man, this fight is so scary. He was looking to hit the Scrying's move and get his stab. Or not the Scrying move, I mean the whole thing. Alright, IG have to look for a fight here. Rookie is out of mana, so he's going to go back to base. He does have ultimate. That was a neutral, that fight mostly went neutral, but the Baron buff is over now. It does give you, a stats bonus, but IG has to look for a fight either way. So they walled out the Nocturne, but Nocturne does have Paranoia, so that wall doesn't do anything. Okay. The Shy lost his GA, but he was just mainly zoning. Okay, Jackalove is still alive. Oh, that's game, right? Jackalove has Killer Instinct. Ah, no, it's game. Wow, they actually threw that game. I almost just stopped recording.